Hi, I'm Steve at Boston Children's Museum, and today we are writing letters to Congress. This is our third video on civic engagement, leading up to the election on November 3rd. Now, not everybody can vote, but anybody can make a difference by sharing their ideas and opinions and making their voice heard. One way that you can do that is by writing a letter to your congressperson. Congress is a group of elected people who make laws. That means that it is our job to make sure that they know what the people want, and that we notice when they don't follow through with it. So, let's write some letters. This is a great way to practice your fine motor skills, develop literacy skills, assert political voice, and support the United States Postal Service at the same time. So, let's write some letters. To do this activity, you will need a piece of paper or a card, an envelope to put your letter in, a pen to write your letter, a postage stamp, and if you choose, art supplies to decorate it. Let's start by writing the name of the congressperson we are writing to at the top of the paper. I'm writing to Congressman Stephen Lynch, who represents the area where I live. Congresspeople represent different places in the United States, or congressional districts. We have included a link in the description for you to find the congressperson who represents where you live. Now it is time to write the letter. A letter to Congress should have 3 parts. In the first part, introduce yourself and say that you live in their district. This helps form a connection. In the second part, tell them exactly what it is that you want them to do. Maybe it is to vote for a law, or against a law, or advocate for something that is important to you. In the third part, write why it is important to you. Help explain how the action you want them to take will make your community better. Lastly, sign your name in the bottom right corner. People usually end by saying, "Sincerely," but you may want to personalize it. I am going to write, "Sincerely, Steve." Now let's address the envelope. In the middle of the envelope, write the name and address of the person you are sending the letter to. This tells the post office where to send the letter. Put their name at the top, followed by their street address, and then the town or city, state, and zip code. In the top left corner, I will write my return address in case the letter gets lost in the mail. Lastly, I am going to put a stamp in the top right corner of the envelope. You can buy stamps at your local post office. My letter is written, addressed, stamped, and ready to put in the mailbox. Writing a letter to your congressperson is one way to make your voice heard, but sometimes Congress doesn't listen to the people it is supposed to listen to. When that happens, it means we need to find a different, more persuasive way to share our ideas, and we'll learn a little bit more about that next time. In the meantime, Boston Children's Museum is holding its own election. We are trying to choose a theme for our next scavenger hunt, and you can vote for that theme by clicking on the link in the description. Whichever theme gets the most votes, that is the one we will use. We are also including a link for grown-ups in Massachusetts to make a plan to vote in the upcoming election, which they can do by mail, they can do by voting early in person, or by voting in person on Election Day. Thank you very much for joining me, and we'll see you next time.